Have you ever experienced a projection? Someone projecting their issues, their traumas, their flaws on you? You might need to listen to this podcast because I'm going to share with you 10 ways how to deal with a narcissist or a toxic person when they use manipulative tactic projection on you. Now, if you never heard of this manipulative tactic, if you don't know what projection is, and maybe this is for the first time you hear this, go to my podcast number 4 in the same channel, and you will have all the information on what the projection is and how toxic and narcissistic people use projection to manipulate and control you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Aygun. I am psychologist, relationship therapist. I help you to recover from narcissistic relationships and toxic relationship and to heal. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you what to do, what you got to do when someone is using on you projection. But before I start, I wanted to share with you something that happened to me and to a lot of people in UAE. We experienced an extreme storm that lashed to our country and created so much damage to the point that some people actually lost their lives. It's a very sad experience. It's also a very, very scary one. I will be very honest with you. I got scared. But at the same time, I couldn't help but notice and observe one thing. And I thought to share this with you. Maybe this will help you somehow in your life. I have noticed two type of people in this critical situation. And it's very important to understand who you surround yourself with and which type you are. In this tremendous and sad and extreme situation, we witness two type of people. First type is the whining type. It seemed like some people were waiting for something tragic to happen so they can whine, they can complain, they released liberated their whining personality out and started blaming government, blaming cloud city, which didn't happen in this case, it was a natural disaster, blaming it roads, blame everyone. They were just like whining, taking videos, commenting, oh, Dubai, fake, superficial. A lot of negativity. And I was observing all of this, all those comments, all those videos, photos, and how people, thousands of people, taking time in this crucial moment to be negative. Now we have a second type of person, of people who actually try to help, people who were attentive to other people's struggle, people who were checking on others. Do you need anything? Are you okay? Let's be together. We got this. I will be honest with you. Some of my friends, of course, they were like, "Oh, what's happening?" Because they were scared. I was scared. But you really want to surround yourself with people who would want to act as a high value people, who will not choose to complain, but help, but act, and choose to be positive. Some of the buildings are flooded, and some of the people couldn't even get out. There is no electricity, and they still stay positive. They still look in the positive perspective. They're still alive, or they still have food at home, or they still have water, right? And there are the whining ones, Don't be the whining one. Be the person who would want to be attentive in this kind of situation, who would want to reach out to other people and check if they need the help, who, if you need the help, reach out for a help. Like, you have that time and that energy to whine and complain. Imagine if you switched it to something positive. And also, I can't help but ask, if you hate this superficial country so much, what are you doing here? Like, I can't help but ask that question. Anyways, so this is what's happening. Thank God it's behind. We're going back slowly to normal. Emotionally damaged. Some people lost their cars, their property is damaged. Still standing. All right, let's dive into 10 ways on what to do when narcissists use projection to manipulate and control you. We will start with the first one. First way is recognize the pattern. Recognize the pattern. If you see that this person is projecting on you first time, okay, first time, it happens. We sometimes even project our issues on others. Forgive. Now there is a second time, and there is a third time, and there is a fifth time, and there is a sixth time. You got to ask yourself, is it a pattern? Is it a habit that this person has, that projecting on you all the time their own flaws? Once you recognize the patterns, once you see that, okay, this doesn't happen once, twice, thrice, I cannot be the wrong one and the bad one all the time, can I? Once you are aware that there is projection happening, this helps you to detach yourself emotionally and not engage in the accusation that the narcissist going to pour on you. Narcissists use projection so they can avoid responsibility for their actions and to maintain their self-image. So, I'm the good one, you're the bad one. They got to maintain that. They have this stress in their head 24/7. I have to maintain, I'm the good one, you're the bad one. I'm the good one, you're the bad one. And therefore, they will keep on using projection on you again and again. With the narcissist, it doesn't happen any other way. So you will see a pattern. So first way is recognize the pattern. Detach yourself emotionally and do not engage. Now, second way is stay calm and grounded. I've been saying this, I am saying it, and I will be saying it. Stay calm and grounded and centered. Narcissists use projection to steer emotions, to see reaction from you. For you, in order to not let that control and manipulation affect you, you got to be calm and centered. Take a deep breath in from your stomach and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax. Once you're calm, it will be easier for you to control yourself and not to fall into accusations that narcissists have for you. Remember how I said on the first way, detach yourself? The only time you can emotionally detach yourself is when you are calm, when you are centered. That's the only time you will just see someone projecting on you and you will see yourself. controlling yourself. And try to understand that there is someone in front of you projecting their own issues and not yours. You're okay. They have something wrong going on and they want to project that on you. You have nothing to do with this. So stay calm. Fourth way is avoid defensiveness. Narcissists thrive on conflicts. Narcissists will try to make you want to be defensive. Avoid it. Do not engage in their game. Do not try to prove your innocence. Because, see, I remember myself in the beginning of a relationship with my ex-narcissistic husband, and it's a natural thing to be defensive. And our major fights, that was the most damaging ones, were the ones where I tried to be defensive. I didn't know, okay? Nobody told me that he's a narcissist. Nobody told me that there is a narcissism. And it's a natural thing that I would want to defend myself. But it's just damaged me even more. I'll tell you why. You're defending yourself from someone who is sick. This person is not okay. They have their own delulu world that they live in, and they think everyone has to be running around their world, right? You can be defensive with someone who has a sense of understanding. Narcissist doesn't have that. They have only one way. It's their way. It's their way or highway. Instead, maintain your composure and refuse politely to be baited. Fourth way is set your boundaries. Not easy, I know, especially if you never set any boundaries with anyone, not just narcissists. Start setting your boundaries calmly but assertively. Because some people think just because they're going to yell at a narcissist or a toxic person, you cannot say this to me, you're no one, nah, you know, they think this is a setting a boundary. It's not. It is engaging in an argument and being defensive. Setting boundary is when, again, you are very calm. You can listen to their accusation, whatever it is. Listen, I will give you an example. You said hi to your colleague at work who happened to be a man or a woman, whoever is listening to me, right? Opposite. And your partner got to know. Let's say in this scenario is a woman. And he tells you, you said hi to your colleague, you smiled, you flirted, I'm sure you're cheating. I can give me your phone, I will check your phone, your laptop, your Facebook, you're a cheater. It's just start, and yeah, narcissist knows what kind of words to use and what kind of accusation to use. Where you were just friendly with your colleague and said hi because it's a normal thing. Normally, what we do is we start being defensive and like, how could you say that? It's my colleague. Don't you think what you think I am? I never cheated on you. Now I will give you an example of how setting a boundary looks like. You're going to be calm. Remember, deep inhale and exhale. You're going to be calm and you're going to tell your narcissistic person, I do not appreciate you accusing me on things that I haven't done. Please don't do that again. Finished. You're not going to explain yourself. You're not going to prove anything. You're not going to feel guilty for something you haven't done. You're not going to be defensive. You're just going to say few calm but assertive things to let them know that you have boundaries. And oh dear, they hate boundaries. Narcissists hate boundaries. What are you talking about? They will most probably go crazy, or they will be shocked because you never set any boundaries and now you do. What's going on? They don't know you listen to IQ. They don't know you're learning how to deal with them, but you are. It's not going to be easy. They will have a reaction. They will try to steer more. Always breathe in, breathe out, meditate, find ways to calm yourself. Do not react. Do not react. Do not engage. Set the boundary. Fifth way is focus on self-validation. You got to seek a self-validation from yourself and not your narcissistic partner. I will give you the same example on how it looks like when you're looking for a validation from your narcissistic partner. Let's go back to the same example when you just said hi to your colleague and smiled, happened. Now your partner accusing you on cheating, right? You know how validation will look like? You saying those things. You saying, but you know I'm not a cheater. You know I love you and I would never cheat on you. You know I am fearing God. I would never do that. That is you seeking validation from your narcissistic partner. You're not going to do that. You are going independently give yourself, by yourself, a self-validation. You're going to remind yourself that you're worthy, that you got strengths. You got to take the mirror and you get to tell yourself, you're worthy of love. You are not a cheater. You're a loyal person. Please don't do that in front of anyone. Do it by yourself when you're alone, because people like bully, people like me, especially in front of your narcissistic partner. Hello. I literally mean take a mirror and start self-validating yourself. Then narcissists will have very limited access to manipulating you and projecting on you. You win. Sixth way is keep documenting. I've been saying this, I'm saying it, and I will say it. Keep documenting. Just make sure that no one sees you writing down all of those things, especially your narcissistic partner. Write down things that are happening. Remember to recognize actually the pattern of projection. The pattern is when it happens twice, thrice, 4 times. You need to have some sort of proof. Now, because narcissists use so many manipulative tactics on you 24/7, sometimes even your own memory can be distorted. Sometimes you don't know if it happened, if it didn't happen. Take a diary and write down, yesterday, my partner accused me on cheating just because I smiled and say hi to my colleague. He said this. Just keep it there. Tomorrow, after tomorrow, a week later, months later, when he's going to do that again, you're going to open your notebook and you're like, okay, it's a pattern. All right, now I got to understand that I'm dealing with the narcissist and I got to detach myself emotionally from this. I'm going to stop this manipulation. Seventh way is just like any other ways, seek support from your friends you trust, from your family, from the therapist. Seek support. Tell them, I need a help, I don't understand. This will help you to keep your sanity and clarity and have some sort of sense. Tell them, my partner accused me of cheating and told me this, just because I said hi and smiled to my colleague. Do you think it's normal? Is this like, does your partner do that? And I promise you, your friends, your family will tell you this is not okay and this is not normal. And what you're experiencing is an abuse. This will give you an understanding. You just have to be very honest in what's happening, yeah? This will give you, first of all, uh, support, of course, and second of all, approval. And this will help you to keep your sanity. Eighth way is practice empathy with caution. Now, practicing empathy is very important. However, you are not going to practice empathy to enable narcissist behavior. You are going to practice empathy because narcissist behaves and projects on you and manipulates and control you from deep-seated insecurities. Listen, you don't want to look inside the world of narcissists. You maybe will not survive. It's a lot of misery. It's a lot of pain. It's hell in there. And that's the reason they're projecting on you. However, it doesn't mean now you will feel sorry for them. I'm not asking you to feel sorry for that and enable their behavior. Oh my goodness, they're in so much pain. That's why they project on me. No. You're going to show empathy as in like, okay, I understand. This person is sick. This person is not okay. This person is in a lot of pain. And I'm not going to engage. You're going to protect yourself emotionally. You're going to protect yourself from manipulation. But you can still feel for them as in, oh, poor thing. What can I say? All I can do is just observe. Ninth way is maintain independence. My dear, nurture your own interests, your hobbies, your social connections. Go out, make new friends, discover new hobbies, go to the gym and connect with healthy people, independently from your narcissistic partner. Escape the environment where the narcissist all the time, you sleep together, you eat together, you walk together, you have same because narcissists will do that. Narcissist doesn't like giving space. They will withdraw when, as if you will do something wrong. They will isolate you from themselves, make you miserable. But otherwise, they like to fill in every single gap of time, of energy that you have. Be independent. Discover new things. This will help you again to maintain sanity, which is very important when dealing with narcissism and projection. This will help you to understand that, okay, there is other world out there which is normal. My partner is not. And I need to breathe a little bit for me to come back to my senses. 10th way, and I consider this an extreme way, consider limiting contact. If projection is getting extreme to the point that narcissist harming you, consider either breaking up or divorcing or leaving or like separating, do not bear emotional, physical, financial abuse. Leave. If you can, leave. My dear friends, this episode came to the end. I hope you made your insights clarity on what's the projection and how narcissists use the projection on you. I hope you will learn how to set boundaries. I hope you will escape the dependency on narcissistic approval. And I hope you will develop self worth, self love, where you will look for the approval only into yourself. I'm going to create more episodes like this, and I would really appreciate your support on liking, sharing, subscribing, and motivating me to do more. Thank you so much for your attention. Stay safe.